Okay, students. So, in this session, we shall start application of differentiations. Clear? As we all studied the differentiation topic and we have solved some of the problems on differentiation topic. So, now let us move for application of differentiation. Clear? So, in this, first let us go for the topic velocity and acceleration. Velocity and acceleration. Clear? So these two words are very important in your physics topics, but no problem. In application of differentiation, we also study it in mathematics. Clear? So now let us see what is velocity. As you all know about the displacement, using that displacement I am going to define velocity. Using velocity, I am going to define acceleration. Clear? So, velocity is defined as rate of change of displacement. Rate of change of displacement with respect to time is called velocity. Clear? So, it is denoted by V equal to ds by dt. That means rate of change of displacement with respect to time. Now let us go for acceleration. Acceleration means the rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. Are you clear? Once again I will tell that acceleration is rate of change of velocity with respect to time is called acceleration. Clear? What is acceleration means? Rate of change of velocity with respect to time. That means acceleration A is written as dv by dt. Are you clear? So if I calculate displacement, here S is displacement. Clear? So S is displacement. Using this displacement I calculate velocity. Using this velocity I calculate acceleration. Clear? So here you can observe that acceleration is the double differentiation of displacement. The double differentiation of displacement. If you differentiate the displacement for 2 times, that means first you calculate ds by dt, then if you calculate d square s divided by dt square, then you are going to reach to acceleration. Clear? So velocity means rate of change of displacement. Acceleration means rate of change of velocity. Both are with respect to time. Okay. So taking these two concepts, let us solve some of the problems on velocity and acceleration which have already occurred in your previous exams. Okay. Okay, students. So let us see the first problem on the topic of velocity and acceleration. Clear? Okay. Here a particle moves in a straight line. That means a particle is moving in a straight line in such way that its velocity at any point is given by v square equal to 2 minus 3x. That means they have given the function of velocity. That means they have given the function of velocity as v square equal to 2 minus 3x, where x is measured from a fixed point. See, here a particle is moving from a fixed point A. This is fixed point A. Clear? Next, from this, it is moving in straight line. It is moving in straight line. Clear? Like this. At any point, so velocity at any point is given by v square equal to 2 minus 3x. v square equal to 2 minus 3x. where x is measured from a fixed point. That means this is x, the movement of particle is x. Then the acceleration is, so they have given the function of velocity and they are asking about the acceleration. So first thing you must have in your mind, if you have velocity, if you want to convert it to acceleration, you should differentiate the velocity. That is the first point. Clear? So the next one is, in what way they need the acceleration, that will be given in the options. See, the acceleration is, first point what? Uniform, zero, non-uniform, indeterminate. So my dear students, if you have the knowledge of velocity and acceleration in depth, that means if you have more knowledge about velocity and acceleration and the geometry of straight line, you can tell the answer without calculating. Are you getting my point? See, whenever the line is forming in geometrical plane, the line will be straight or the curve will be straight if and only if it is having the uniform changes. If it is having the uniform changes, for example, at origin 0, 0, at another point 1, 1, at another point 2, 2, at another point 3, 3, at another point 4, 4. This gives you straight line at 45 degree. Are you getting my point? Suppose x-axis is kept as constant. If x-axis is kept as constant, it will be perpendicular to x-axis. Are you getting my point? If y-axis is kept as constant, it will be perpendicular to y-axis. That means whenever it is perpendicular to x-axis, it is parallel to y-axis. Whenever it is kept perpendicular to y-axis, it is parallel to x-axis. That means from this you understand that if the straight line has to be drawn in the geometrical plane, you must have uniform changes. From that you can get the answer as uniform. Is it correct or not? Let us solve and check. No problem. Another thing, 0, as I said, if you have the velocity, if you need the acceleration, you have to differentiate your velocity. When the term will be 0, if the constant term is differentiated, then the term will be 0. Are you getting my point? But here velocity is not constant at any point. Are you getting my are you getting my points clear? See here, velocity is not constant at any point because v square is equal to 2 minus 3x. It is not constant function. Clear? It is varying at each and every point. Are you getting my things? Okay. See here, when it will be 0, if the constant term is differentiated, then the acceleration will be 0. On this note, you can tell that this is not your answer. 0 is not your answer. So now you remain with 3 options. Coming to non-uniform, let us see, because we already discussed about uniform and we came to a conclusion that it is uniform, because if a straight line is a geometrical path, you must need a uniform changes to draw a straight line. So that's why it should be uniform. So there is one more option, that is non-uniform. So let us see. No problem. You don't think about this and this. Let us see both of this. Indeterminate. What is indeterminate form? Infinity by infinity, 0 by 0, infinity to the power of infinity, 0 to the power of 0. Such all terms are called as indeterminate form. Are you getting my things? But here the function, as you see, it is differentiable. Definitely it is not going to be in the form of indeterminate. Are you getting my points? Clear? So indeterminate means infinity by infinity, 0 to the power of 0, infinity to the power of infinity. These all terms you need to say it is indeterminate. But as you see, function is v square equal to 2 minus 3x. V square is what? Again parabola. V square is parabola. they have given the parabola function of velocity. So that parabola cannot be indeterminate. Are you getting my point? Okay. Anyways, now indeterminate is also not your answer, because indeterminate means it should be infinity by infinity, 0 by 0. Simply if I want to say, if you differentiate the velocity, it should convert to infinity by infinity. When it converts to infinity by infinity, while solving the limits, you go for infinity by infinity. Are you getting my point? But if you differentiate this, you will get another function, but you will not get infinity. Please understand it. So that's why it is not indeterminate form. By differentiating, it has to be converted to infinity, means, as I said, it should be in the form of infinity by infinity, 0 by 0, 0 to the power of 0, infinity to the power of infinity. Those all terms should exist. But anyhow, if you differentiate this, you will get another function from this. But you are not going to get indeterminate form. Clear? So that's why it is also not indeterminate. So now we are left with these two options. So let us check. As I said, for the straight line, you need uniform changes. My thing is on uniform, but let us calculate and decide. Okay. So now v square, if I differentiate, again see, while differentiating v velocity to acceleration, please keep in mind, with respect to time, you have to differentiate. Clear? So for that reason, 2v dv by dt equal to what you are going to have. 2 is 0. Next, differentiation of this term is 3 into dx by dt. So this is 2v into dv by dt equal to 3 into dx by dt you are going to have. Okay. See here, what is dx by dt? That is also important. What is dx by dt? X is the path of straight line. That means the displacement is given in the form of x. The displacement is given in the form of x. That x has been differentiated here. That means displacement is differentiated. If the displacement is differentiated, then how you are going to write it? I can write it as dv by dt equal to 3v, because dx by dt is displacement. So now, can I cancel v and v? So dv by dt is going to be equal to 3 by 2. That means constant. 3 by 2 is constant. As you all know, constant function is uniform. As you all know, constant function is uniform, and the graph of the constant function, as you all know, it will be like this. Clear? As I first only said, if your motion is in a straight line, it will be always uniform. 99% it will be uniform. So for that reason, as we all know, constant function gives a parallel lines to x-axis. There it is, from that only we can say it is uniform. Therefore, your answer will be uniform acceleration. Your answer will be uniform acceleration. So from this, I think you have got the information of solving this problem. Clear? Now let us move for the next problem. Okay students, so now let us go for the second problem. Clear? A stone is falling freely and describes a distance s in t seconds, given by the equation s equal to half zt square. The acceleration of the stone is, again they have given the displacement, a stone is falling freely and describes a distance s in t seconds, given by, that means they have given the equation of distance that you call as displacement. Clear? So they have given the equation of displacement in t. That means the equation of displacement is described with the variable of t. Are you clear? So that is t means time. So distance s in t seconds, given by the equation s equal to half zt square, The acceleration of the stone is again uniform, zero, non-uniform, indeterminate. So if you understood the problem which I have explained already, that is my first problem. If you have clearly understood that, then directly you will delete these two options, 0 and indeterminate. Clear? Why? I have already explained in the previous problem. The same things will apply here. Okay? So now that means they have given the displacement, the equation of displacement, or we call it as a function of displacement. Using that displacement, you have to find the acceleration. Where is it uniform, where is it zero, or where is it non-uniform, or where is it indeterminate. That means the acceleration going to be defined by s equal to half gt square is going to be one of this, and which is that we have to calculate. Clear? So for that reason, see here, uniform, zero, non-uniform, indeterminate. In this they have not given in straight line. That means directly we can't say it is uniform. It may be non-uniform also. Clear? So unless and until we simplify this problem, we can't approach to the answer. Clear? Okay. Let us try to solve it. S equal to half z t square. Clear? So if I differentiate this with respect to what? Again, please remember that we have to differentiate this with respect to time. Previously, also we differentiated with respect to time, but what is the difference between previous problem and this problem? You have to understand. See here, ds by dt equal to half z to t. Here, we are not going to write dt by dx. In the previous problem, you see there, we have written one term dx by dt, and then we have replaced it by v, because there we were differentiating with respect to time and the variable was x. Where we were differentiating with respect to time and the variable was x. Differentiation with respect to time and variable is x means we will get one extra term, that is dx by dt. But whenever you are differentiating with the same term and the function is having that particular term, that means here you are differentiating with respect to t, and in the function also variable is t. Are you getting my point? So if the variable is t, if you are differentiating with respect to the same t, then there is no need to write that term. If you want to write, if you write it also, what it will be? dt by dt. So these two terms are going to be get cancelled. Are you getting my point? So that's why we don't write that term there. If this is if this was x, how you are going to write? Yes, 1 by 2 zt square, zx square. The same term was like this, means you are going to write it as, see, ds by dt 1 by 2 z to x dx by dt you are going to write, because here variable is x, you are differentiating with respect to time, it will be dx by dt. Are you getting my point? But here variable is t, you are differentiating with respect to t. If you write this term here, it will be in the form of dt by dt. So both the term will get cancelled and will be remain with ds by dt equal to zt. Clear? So now I need acceleration. As I said, from displacement, if you want to go acceleration, you have to differentiate for two times. So that's why if I differentiate it again, it will be d square s dt square equal to g. So now can you tell me what is g from the question? See, you have to think in practical form. If you think in practical form, if I throw any particle in space, it moves or it travels with respect to which force? It is traveling freely in the space, no problem. But there is one force always acting on that particle in the space, that is what? That is G. G means what? Gravity. Because some of the students will get confused with this G. What is that G? And their they can't answer that question. They will solve everything, but G, what is G? So that's why there is a chance for going non-uniform motion. Clear? But keep in your mind, whenever particle is moving in freely in the space, it will be always under the force of gravity. That is what your G. So here G is gravity, that is constant. So again it is in uniform motion. Clear? Because we got d square s divided by dt square equal to G, where G is constant. So that's why again it is in uniform motion. Are you clear? So now we have solved the second problem. Let us go for the third problem. Okay students, now let us go for the third problem. Clear? That is, a particle moves in straight line so that it covered a distance a t cube plus bt plus phi meter in t seconds. That means they have given the equation of distance traveled in t seconds. No problem. Next, what they are asking, if its acceleration after 4 seconds is 48 meter per second square. That means acceleration after 4 seconds is given, then A is equal to, so they are asking this A term. So let us solve this problem. Okay students, let us see here, a particle is moving in a straight line so that covered a distance. So in a straight line, the distance covered, that means this displacement is given by a t cube plus b into t plus phi. Like this they have given. That means from point A to point B, the distance traveled is a t cube plus bt plus phi. That is given. Okay, no problem. If the acceleration after the 4 seconds, that means while traveling of this particle, let us take first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh and eighth. Let us assume it, no problem. These are the measurements of time. T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, T6, T7, T8. Clear? So after 4 seconds, that means 1, 2, 3, 4. After this particular point, acceleration is how much? Acceleration is 48 meter per second square. After this point, they have given the acceleration, means after this point, the particle is traveling with 48 meter per second square. That is given. Are you clear? So now we have to find what is the term A. That what is that term is going to be equal to, that we have to find. No problem. Again you must understand that using your S quantity, that means this is equal to S. Clear? You have to go for acceleration, then you have to differentiate it 2 times. So that will be 3a t square plus b, constant term is 0, that is equal to ds by dt. If I differentiate again, it will be 6at equal to d square s by dt square. Now this is what your acceleration. Are you clear? So what they are asking, what is A after 4 seconds? What is A after 4 seconds? That means acceleration t at equal to 4 seconds you have to find. So acceleration at t equal to 4 seconds is 48 meter per second square. Here t value is 4. So that is 6 into 4, 24a. 24a equal to 48. That means t equal to 4 put here. After 4 seconds this is 48. So a is equal to how much? 2. 48 by 24 means it is 2. Therefore a is equal to 2. This is your answer. Clear, students? So this is how we are going to calculate the value of A in the third problem. Now let us go for next one. Okay, students. Now let us go for the fourth problem. Clear? Here, a stone moving vertically upwards. A stone moving vertically upwards has its equation of motion as see here, has its equation of motion as s equal to 490t minus 4.9t square. The maximum height reached by the stone is. So they are asking, stone is moving vertically upwards. Clear? So consider this as a stone. It is moving vertically upwards, and the equation of movement of the stone is given. What is that? S equal to 490t minus 4.9t square. This is the equation of the movement of the stone vertically. Clear? Reached. So the maximum height, that means the maximum height, let us consider this is maximum height m. Clear? The maximum height reached by the stone is, they are asking. That means this stone can reach how much maximum of height when it is moving with this particular equation of distance they are asking. Are you getting my point? Okay. So here the stone is moving vertically upwards with this particular point. That means the displacement is given here. The displacement is what? 490t minus 4.9t square. That means stone is moving with this displacement. Then what is the maximum height it can reach, they are asking. Okay, so students, see here, I will calculate ds by dt. That means rate of change of displacement I will calculate. That is what? Velocity. Okay. So if I calculate this, it is going to be equal to what? 490 minus, this is 4.9 into 2 means 9.8t. Are you getting my point? 4.9 into 2 means 9.8. No problem. So now you got velocity from this. Yes, now you got velocity. So please see here, when it reaches its maximum height at that point, see, the stone can reach here and it comes back at some particular point, that is m, maximum height, where it stops and it comes back at that particular point. What is velocity? Please think it. See, a stone is moving vertically, it reaches one point and it returns back. Clear? So from this point it returns back, means this is the maximum height. Clear? So at this maximum point, what is velocity? Please think it. The velocity will be 0, because at this particular point the particle will be stopped. Clear? Here the particle will stop and it will return back. At this particular point, when it stops, that is the maximum height. At that point, velocity is going to be 0. That means ds by dt at maximum point will be 0, equal to 490 minus 9.8t. So now t is equal to what? T will be equal to 490 divided by 9.8. So you simplify it, it will be 9.8 into 1 into, it will be 50. Clear? So that means t equal to 50 units. T will be equal to 50 units. So now from that t we can calculate the maximum height. Put t here. Clear? So that will be maximum height will be equal to 490 into 50 minus 4.9 into 50 square. So if you simplify this, it will be 4.9 into 2500. Here it will be 490 into 50. So if you simplify it, it will be equal to 12250. Clear? So this will be your answer. You simplify 490 into 50 minus 4.9 into 2500. If you simplify that, it will be 12250. So therefore your answer is 12250. Option A will be the correct answer. Okay students, now let us move for the further problems on rate measure of geometrical figures. Clear? Okay. Here a spherical balloon has variable diameter, that is 3x plus 9 by 2. So diameter equal to 3x plus 9 by 2. Then the rate of change of its volume with respect to x. That means they are asking rate of change of volume with respect to x, and they are asking what is rate of change of volume with respect to x. The four options are given. It may be 27 pi 2x plus 3 whole square, 27 by 16 pi 2x plus 3 whole square, 27 by 8 pi 2x plus 3 whole square, or none of this. If you want to say none of this, all the remaining 3 has to be cancelled. That is important. Okay. So now the diameter is given. Volume of sphere you must know. What is volume of sphere? V equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. This is what the volume of sphere. Clear? Okay. That means the rate of change of volume with respect to x you have to calculate. Let us differentiate it with respect to x. dv by dx, this will be equal to 4 by 3 pi, if I differentiate with respect to x, r square dr by dx you are going to get. Clear? Okay. Remove this 3 and 3. It will be 4 pi r square dr by dx. Clear? So now you need the term radius and rate of change of radius with respect to time. They have asked you to calculate volume, rate of change of volume with respect to x. If I calculate that, it will be 4 pi r square dr by dx. So here the unknown terms are radius and rate of change of radius with respect to time. If you need those two terms, you have to observe here. Clear? This is the diameter of spherical. It has to be converted to radius. So that is d equal to, this can be written as 3 times of 2x plus 3. It can be written as 3 times of divided by 2. Clear? So you take LCM and simplify. It will be 6. If I take 3 by 2 outside, 2x plus 3 will be your d. Now what about radius? The half of this, that means d divided by 2 will be the radius. So r equal to 3 by 4, 2x plus 3 will be the radius. Are you getting my point? So now you got r. You need one more term, that is dr by dx. You differentiate this. dr by dx equal to 3 by 2, 3 by 4 constant as it is. Differentiation of this will be 2, because differentiation of x with respect to x is 1. So remain with 2. 2 into 3 is what? That is 6. 6 by 4. Differentiation of constant term is 0. No problem. So dr by dx is 6 by 4. That is 3 by 2. Are you clear? So now you use these terms in dv by dx. So it will be equal to 4 pi, r value is 3 by 4 square 2x plus 3 whole square, that is r. dr by dx is 3 by 2. dr by dx is 3 by 2. So now you remove one of the 4 and another 4. Here you will remain with one more 4, that is 9 by 4. Clear? 9 by 4 into this term. 9 by 4 into 3 by 2 is how much? 9 by 4 into 3 by 2 is 27 by 8 pi 27 by 8 pi 2x plus 3 whole square. So this is your dv by dx. See here you have 2 times of 4. So you remove one of the 4, you will remain with another 4. 3 square is 9 divided by 4. 9 by 4 into 3 by 2 is 27 by 8. So multiplied with 2x plus 3 whole square into pi will be your answer. So which option? This is not your answer. Divided by 16, this is also not your answer. 27 by 8 pi 2x plus 3 whole square. So option C is correct. Clear, students? So I think you got the solution. Okay, students. So now let us go for the 6th problem. That is, an edge of variable cube is increasing. An edge of variable cube is increasing at the rate of 10 centimeter per second. That means here there is a cube. There is a cube with edge. Let us take x. Clear? So the edge of variable cube is increasing at the rate of 10 centimeter per second. That means this edge is changing with the variable size of the cube. This size of variable cube is changing. Clear? So the edge of variable cube is increasing. That means the edge of the variable cube is increasing at the rate of 10 centimeter per second means rate of change of the edge of the cube is dx by dt, that is equal to 10 centimeter per second. 10 centimeter per second. How fast the volume of cube will increase when the edge is 5 centimeter long? That means how fast the volume of cube is equal to what? V equal to x cube will be the volume. So how fast the volume of cube will increase when edge is equal to 5 centimeter. That means edge is 5 centimeter at edge equal to 5 centimeter. What is the volume they are asking? Are you getting my point? So you have to calculate here the rate of change of volume with respect to time. Please understand that. Clear? Because here they are asking how fast the volume of cube will increase when the edge is 5 centimeter. That means what is the increase in volume? What is the increase in volume when edge is equal to 5 centimeter? If you think practically, here the edge is growing. That means edge is increasing. As time passes, the edge is increasing, the volume is also increasing. Are you getting my point? So when this edge becomes 5 centimeter, at that instant, what is the volume of cube they are asking? Clear? So let us calculate rate of change of volume with respect to time. So it will be equal to 3x square into dx by dt. Clear? So already they have given dx by dt, that is 10. X they have also mentioned 5. So it will be 5 square into 10. Clear? So 5 square is 25 into 3, 75. 75 into 10, it will be 750 centimeter cube per second. 750 centimeter cube per second, because unit is given in centimeters. You are calculating volume, so it will be centimeter cube per second. So answer is 750. So option A is correct. That is 750 centimeter cube per second. Clear? Okay students, see the seventh problem. The length of the side of square, the length of the side of square sheet of metal is increasing. This is the square sheet of metal. The length of the side of square sheet of metal is increasing at the rate of 4 centimeter per second. If this is length x, the rate of change of x will be 4 centimeter per second. The rate at which the area of the sheet is increasing when the length of the side is 2 centimeter. That means they need the rate of change of area which is increasing when the side is 2 centimeter. That means they are asking the rate of change of area when this x is equal to 2. Are you getting my point? That means the area of this sheet is changing as the time goes on. This x is changing with respect to time as 4 centimeter per second. That means dx by dt is 4 centimeter per second. Are you getting my point? So 4 centimeter second is the rate of change of the side, that is length of the sheet. Now what they are asking, rate of change of area when this x is equal to 2 centimeter. That means you must know area formula of square, that is x square, side square, x square. Rate of change of this means dA by dt equal to 2x into dx by dt. See, dx by dt is given, x is given. So it will be 2 times of 2 into 4. So that is 16 centimeter square per second, because rate of change of area. So that's why it is 16 centimeter square per second will be the answer. Option A. Clear? You go through the problems in detail and understand it, then only you can solve. So here you have to understand that the length of the side of square sheet of a metal is increasing. This length is increasing at the rate of 4 centimeter per second. That means rate of change of the length is 4 centimeter per second. What they are asking? The rate of change at which the area of sheet is increasing. Rate of change of which the area of sheet is increasing when the length is equal to 2 centimeters. That means you have to calculate rate of change of area of the square sheet whenever x is equal to 2 centimeters. So that's why your answer will be dA by dt, 2x into dx by dt, rate of change of area. X is 2, dx by dt is 4. So answer will be 16 centimeter square per second. That is your answer. It is option A. Okay students, now let us move for one of the important concept, tangents and normals, or tangent and normal of a given curve. Clear? So in this concept, it is given by the geometrical representation. Clear? So for that, let us draw one curve and let us take it as a general curve, f of x equal to y. Let us call it as f of x equal to y as one of the curve. Now what I will do, I will take a tangent to the curve. I will take a tangent to the curve at point of p of x1 comma y1. Clear? A tangent is intersecting with the curve at point p of x1 and y1. Clear? and it is making an angle theta, and it's making an angle theta with x-axis. Okay, so here this is the curve, this is the tangent touching the curve or intersecting the curve at P of x1 and y1. As we all know, dy by dx, the meaning, geometrical meaning of dy by dx is slope of tangent drawn to the curve. Are you getting my point? So here slope of tangent, that means slope of this line will be dy by dx of this curve, because this is the tangent of f of x. This is the tangent drawn to the curve f of x at the point of x1 y1. As we all know, geometrical meaning of dy by dx is slope of tangent drawn to the curve. So for that reason, slope of tangent will be equal to dy by dx at the point x1 y1. dy by dx at the point x1 y1. Here you can write x1 y1 also, no problem. Slope of tangent dy by dx at the point of x1 y1 will be the slope of this particular line. Clear? So now normal is the line drawn, perpendicular to the tangent. Normal is the line drawn perpendicular to the tangent is called normal. Are you clear? Normal means a line drawn perpendicularly to the tangent will be called normal, and as you all know, this is tangent. Clear? So this is the geometry of tangent of the curve and normal drawn to the tangent of the curve. Okay, so from this we know the idea of slope of tangent is dy by dx. So from that note you can write three important points. That is, first one, if tangent is parallel to the x-axis, if tangent is parallel to x-axis, then dy by dx will be equal to 0. dy by dx will be equal to 0. That means slope of the tangent will be equal to 0. Clear? Second one, if tangent is perpendicular, to x-axis, then dy by dx is what? Not defined. dy by dx is not defined, because see here, whenever tangent is parallel to x-axis, the angle made by the line is 0. That means this theta will be 0 at this particular point. Theta will be 0. As you all know, tan 0 is 0, dy by dx will be equal to 0. No problem. That is tan theta. dy by dx means tan theta. Next, here theta equal to 90 degree. That means tan theta is 90 degree. So if tan theta is 90 degree, as you all know, it is not defined. Are you getting my point? Okay. So, and the third one is, if equally inclined, that means this theta is equally inclined with x-axis. Equally means 45 degree. If I take obtuse angle, it will be 135 degree. Are you getting my point? If at acute angle, if it is equally inclined, it is 45 degree. At obtuse angle, if it is equally inclined, it will be 135 degree. Clear? So, if it is equally inclined, dy by dx will be equal to plus or minus 1. That means the slope of tangent will be plus or minus 1. So from this you can note that these are the three very important points. Clear? Whenever tangent is parallel to x-axis, slope is 0, that means dy by dx is 0, tan theta is 0. Next, if theta is 90 degree, that means tangent is perpendicular to x-axis. Theta equal to 90 degree, dy by dx equal to not defined because tan 90 is not defined. Next, if it is equally inclined, if it is acute, it is 45 degree. So tan 45 will be plus 1. If it is obtuse, it will be 135 degree for the equally inclined angle. Clear? So that's why it will be minus 1. Are you getting my point? So with that 3 points, you can say the slope of tangent is going to be what at 0 degree, 90 degree and 45 degree with 135 degree. Clear? Using these notes, we shall define the slope of normal. See here, both the lines are perpendicular to each other. I will write here. L1 and L2 are perpendicular to each other. From the properties of straight line, if two lines are perpendicular to each other, M1 into M2 equal to minus 1. Clear? Let M1 be the slope of tangent, M2 be the slope of, M1 be slope of tangent, M2 be slope of normal. So now, if you want to calculate slope of normal, that is M2, clear? That is slope of normal, M2, slope of normal, that is M2 will be equal to minus 1 by dy by dx, minus 1 by dy by dx. Clear? So that is also the relation between slope of tangent and slope of normal. The relation between slope of tangent and slope of normal is given equal to what? Slope of normal is equal to minus 1 by dy by dx. Clear? So slope of normal will be equal to minus 1 by dy by dx, as you shown here. If two lines are perpendicular to each other, the product of slopes are equal to minus 1. So we know M1 is slope of tangent, M2 is slope of normal. By using those two terms, I can define slope of normal. That slope of normal will be equal to minus 1 by dy by dx. So slope of normal equal to minus 1 by dy by dx. Clear? So these all points should be remembered by all of you. Clear? Slope of tangent, slope of normal, relation between slope of tangent, slope of normal. What is slope of tangent if it is parallel to x-axis? What is slope of tangent if it is perpendicular to x-axis? What is slope of tangent if it is equally inclined? Clear? If this information is known to you while solving the problems, it will be very useful. Okay, let us solve problems on this. Okay students, so now let us solve the problems on tangents and normals. Clear? Let us see the first problem. The slope of tangent to the curve x equal to t square plus 3t minus 8. X equal to t square plus 3t minus 8. This is slope of tangent to the curve x equal to t square plus 3t minus 8 and y equal to 2t square minus 2t minus 5 at the point 2 comma minus 1. Okay. So they are asking the slope of tangent to the curve x and y at the point 2 comma minus 1. For this, first let us calculate. For this we need dy by dx, that is obvious. Clear? Slope of tangent, that is dy by dx, that is obvious. But it is in the parametric form. So for that reason, we should first calculate dx by dt. Next we must calculate dy by dt. Then we must go for dy by dx. So first let us calculate dx by dt. So that is dx by dt equal to what you are going to have? Differentiation of t square is 2t plus 3. Clear? Next, what about dy by dt? This is going to be equal to 4t minus 2. 4t minus 2. So if you want to calculate dy by dx, this will be equal to dy by dt divided by dx by dt. dy by dt divided by dx by dt. So now this can be written as dy by dx, that will be equal to 4t minus 2 divided by 2t plus 3. From this you can calculate slope of tangent at the point 2 comma minus 1. So see here, slope of tangent at the point 2 comma minus 1 will be equal to what? 4 times of t value is 2 minus 1 divided by 2 times of 2 plus 3. So it will be 8 minus 1 7, sorry 4 into 2 8 minus 1 7, sorry 4 into 2 minus 2, 4t minus 2, that is 4 into 2 8 minus 2, that is 6 divided by 2 into 2 4 plus 3, it is 7. So your answer will be 6 by 7. Okay, so option A is not your answer. Option B will be the correct answer, that is 6 by 7. Slope of tangent at the point of 2 comma minus 1 is 6 by 7. I think it's clear. Okay students, now let us go for the second problem, that is the point of the curve. That means they want to find the point on this curve at which the normal is parallel to the line y minus 2x plus 1 equal to 0. Clear? Okay, you must have a clear picture in your mind. This is the given curve. They want to find the point on this curve. For that, what is the condition? The normal of this curve is parallel to this line. That means normal of this curve is parallel to the line y minus 2x plus 1 equal to 0. So for that reason, first let us take that curve and let us find normal. Clear? Okay. Y square equal to 2 times of dx, 2 times of x minus 3. If you want to find the slope of normal, what you have to do? You have to differentiate it and you have to find minus 1 by dy by dx. So for that reason, 2 into y dy by dx. Here 2 is constant, write as it is. Differentiation of x is 1, 2 into 1 is 2, differentiation of 3 is 0, it will be eliminated. No problem. Now dy by dx will be equal to 1 by y. Are you clear? This is slope of tangent, but we need slope of normal because they have said that at which the normal is parallel to the line. At which normal is parallel to the line means you need the slope of normal. Okay, so slope of normal will be equal to minus 1 by dy by dx. That means minus 1 divided by 1 by y. It will be equal to minus y. Are you clear? So now we calculated slope of normal. Once again, listen me carefully. The point on the curve you are finding at which normal is parallel to this line. Normal of this curve is parallel to y minus 2x plus 1 equal to 0. Clear? So as you all know, from the properties of the straight lines, if two lines are parallel, their slopes are equal. Their slopes are equal. So using that, for that condition, first we should find the slope of normal. So for that reason, I am finding slope of normal by differentiating y square equal to 2 times of x minus 3. Clear? So y square equal to 2 times of x minus 3. If I differentiate, I get 1 by y. This is slope of tangent. Using that slope of tangent, I will find slope of normal. Minus 1 divided by dy by dx, that will be equal to minus y. So minus y is slope of normal. Okay. Now, this slope of normal must be equal to slope of the given line because both are parallel to each other. So this is the line. It can be written as 2x minus 1. Clear? So it is in the form of y equal to mx minus c. Y equal to mx minus c. M means what? Slope. Here slope is what? 2. From these two equations, I can write minus y equal to 2. That is y equal to minus 2. Clear? These two lines, that means this line and the line of normal, that means the line, the normal to this curve and this line parallel to each other. Therefore, slopes must be equal. Slope of normal is minus y. Slope of this line is 2. Clear? So, by comparing these two, I can write y equal to minus 2. Clear? So, if y equal to minus 2, then what is x? Let us find. Put in this equation. What you are going to get? Minus 2 square 2 x minus 3. So you simplify this. 4. You are going to have 4. Clear? If I take 2 on this side, it will be equal to 2. Clear? So that is x will be equal to 5. So x is 5 if I simplify this. So your answer will be 5 comma minus 2. X is 5, y is minus 2. Answer will be 5 comma minus 2. So I think you got your solution for this particular problem. Clear? As you all know, this much you have to solve for this particular problem. If you have any doubts, you can see again. I will explain. The point of the curve at which normal is parallel to the line. That means you have to find the point on this curve at the condition of normal is parallel to this line. Which normal? Normal drawn to the curve is parallel to y minus 2x plus 1. Clear? So for that reason, as we all know, if two lines are parallel to each other, their slopes are equal. Clear? So using that condition, first I will solve slope of normal. Slope of normal is minus 1 by dy by dx, you will get minus y. Now you got slope of normal, that is minus y. You look the given line, y minus 2x plus 1 equal to 0. It will be y equal to 2x minus 1. M is what? 2. That means slope is 2. Using that condition, minus y will be equal to 2. Therefore, y will be equal to minus 2. So, y is minus 2 and x will be 5. If I use minus 2 here, minus 2 square 4. Simplify, 4 by 2 will be 2. Take minus 3 on this side. Minus 3 plus 2 will be plus 5. So, 5 comma minus 2 will be the correct answer, that is option C. Okay students, so let us move for the next problems in next session.